Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems and welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross 4, where today we are going to continue on with our career mode. We are in the rookie class of career mode now, which as far as I can tell is just basically the 250 class, so it's a little kind of weird how that works. But as we've gone through, my rider abilities were a little bit more upgraded. My bike control is the only thing I haven't gone into the first tier of rookie yet with my upgrades, but obviously we don't have that many skill points available. And we're on the Bobby J Yamaha team now, so that's the look we're going with here is the Bobby J Yamaha team. So we'll go ahead and jump into trainings and see where we at. We haven't done, did we do the showman? Yeah, we did level 2 of the showman, so we'll do snake next, level 2 of that. We're doing the 3 trainings and the event, I think it is, that we're supposed to do. And then going into, I guess, the first round of 250, I think I did 250 East, if I remember correctly. So let's take a jump into this. So this is, again, just kind of trying to hit all the proper gates. Taking Bobby J's Yamaha to the top. Actually kind of like this setup. I mean, some people don't really love Liat gear, but I personally think it looks pretty clean in this game at least too. Like it's a nice setup. I think it goes well with those red Garnet boots. Just got to hit all these gates here. Doing a pretty good job so far. Double, triple. Turn around here. Jump up onto this table. Step onto the next one. And we're done, I think. I think that was... do I have to make it to something else here? Or do I just wait till the time runs out? Or, oh, am I hitting them again? Why did I not get enough points? I got 700 points unless I need to just make it back to the finish line? No. Okay. Wow. I don't know why I didn't get max points. I thought I went right through all the gates. No problem. But, all right. Continue on with that. Go to the Lion, level 3. Hanging out on the compound. So I've been told apparently that Donut, who's obviously a fellow YouTuber, a lot of people love Donut. I love Donut. Donut's awesome. Found out that there's injuries involved in this game. Whoa, they must have patched this in. This over-under bridge was 100% not in the game yesterday. So they must have updated the compound or something and patched that in. Interesting. Okay, so a little bit of a change to the compound here. Or maybe the over-under bridges are only there when you actually ride the tracks. Interesting. All right, so we got to weave through the field a little bit, gain some points. Got a ×2 multiplier. Oh, I see. Okay, so you get the multiplier when you're passing multiple people, I guess. Ugh. Bike does not turn as well with these lowered statistics. Trying to be very methodical about my passes too, so that I don't just make brass passes and immediately get passed back. Alright, so we've hit the threshold. Now it's just about staying there and not getting passed back by anybody. The inside of Marchbanks. Catching up to Chance Blackburn. Oh, he jumps off the track. And we crushed it. But, yeah, as I was saying, I don't really know about the whole, like, injuries and them being included in the game or not. Like, I haven't seen it. Apparently, if you don't upgrade your rider enough or something like that, then you get injuries. But I'm just kind of trying to play this career mode as I would play it. Like if I just picked up the game and was doing it by myself, which is kind of take care of all the trainings that I need to. And yeah. All right. Oh, that was a terrible jump. Yeah, really bad, actually. I want to... Oh, okay. I guess I can't restart that. That was bad. I don't know why I didn't get the drive to do that first triple. Anyway, so we've used all of our attempts. I wonder if maybe like not getting the trainings done efficiently enough also maybe hurts you a little bit when, you know, it comes to like this injury thing that we're not really 100% sure about. Kind of suck a little bit if that's the case, but we'll see. Exclusive official teams race on the SX4 track. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I don't know what this exactly means. but it's like it's just all the official teams. And we are racing. Got a pretty good start around the outside. Joe Shimoda out front early on. And I've heard people say, like, Geico Honda not in the game again. Yeah, the Geico branding, it just seems to be like a bit of a stickler. Maybe they don't want to be associated with the video game or something like that. But again, Geico not in the game, so they're just on, like, basically what looks like the Geico Honda, but it's not branded with Geico insignia or anything like that. Oh, man, this is actually, like, a pretty long race. This is a 4-minute race on this track. So we got to get our groove rolling here. I am on realistic difficulty, though. I don't know if all these challenges are necessarily, like, assigned a realistic difficulty. They, realistically speaking, could just be set at a certain difficulty for these challenges, and as the game goes on and you do more of these events or special races, you know, then obviously maybe it becomes more of a challenge to beat these events. I don't know that for sure, but it seems like that's the case to me, because these guys are way too easy on this track. Like, I don't even feel like I'm, like, pushing that hard. I'm just kind of trying to ride smooth and hit my marks, or just focus on, you know, basically jumping every jump at this point. And they are not even, like, close. Well, I just crashed, so they're going to catch up. But I was pulling away from Shimoda pretty easily there. Let's see if I'll just pull right away from him again, or if he can close right back up on me. Jumping out to the whoops here. I'll reiterate that I don't really love these tracks on the compound that much. I mean, I think that it almost feels like they were designed to be a little bit easier, but I don't know why that would be the case. Like, why would you not want to have, like, really cool, unique, long Supercross tracks? Like say for example, if you owned this large parcel of land in Maine in the U.S. and you wanted to build a bunch of tracks on it, would you not use, like, a lot of the land to build tracks? Like, I get that they, like, maybe kept it condensed to a couple spots just because they wanted to build, like, short, realistic Supercrosses, but these tracks are, I mean, I just did a 30-second lap time. And the Cove is a little bit different because the Cove is only as big as, you know, the Cove is, but, like, some of the other tracks, I feel like it would have been cool to see longer tracks on this compound. That's just my opinion. I think other people may disagree. Just offering my thoughts a little bit. Because, like, this track, I don't know, it's tight, short, narrow, and I don't think that many of the other tracks are that much better. I think the one by the beach is maybe the best track on the compound, but it's still not, like, awesome. I think that they could have done a little bit more stuff with the rhythms and different things like that. But I digress. I think overall it's all right. All right, so this race is clicking along here. Pretty standard stuff. I mean, it's really just about hitting your marks and doing the same laps over and over again, which is what racing is about. But yeah, Joe Shimoda, John Short, not particularly close. Actually catching a group of people to lap them, so that actually might be kind of interesting. Might cost me a bunch of time to have to try to lap all these people. Probably going to get like 3 more laps because I think it's going to go 2 laps and then the white flag, because it's whatever this race distance was plus a lap is my guess. Who am I catching? I wasn't even looking right there. Catching Hunter Lawrence and Grant Harlan. What are they doing back here? We're on Struggle Street. Grant Harlan, nice dude. Interviewed him a couple weeks ago. Oh, Hunter Lawrence T-boning the Aussie a little bit. And then a whole grip of people up here. Brian Moreau. Cool to see that he's in the game. Honestly, like, it's still such a sad deal. And hopefully He's doing a little bit better as of late. He hasn't posted too much on social lately, which isn't exactly the best sign, but he's going through a tough time. Obviously, for those of you that don't remember, was paralyzed in a crash in practice at the Tampa Supercross last year, which would have been his first career Supercross race, so real sad story. And not too much progress as far as I've heard on the walking front, so really a bummer deal there. But it's cool that he made it into the game still. Like, obviously they probably 3D scanned him like that day or two before that at Tampa, and still put him in the game because he was on the Troy Lee Designs team. But it's still just kind of like a sad reminder of how much that turned real bad real quick. So now we're just kind of weaving through lap traffic here a little bit. Joey Crown, Lorenzo Lucurcio. I call him Lucretio. Kyle Peters, KP up here. KP just went 20-0 in Arena Cross. He just had a perfect season in Arena Cross this year, the Kicker Arena Cross series. So shout out KP. Oh, big knack over the finish for style. And my best time was eventually a 29, so we went a little bit faster. Got 20,800 credits. And, oh yeah, that was 100,000 prestige points, because I guess each level is like 100,000 to the next level. All right, so finally we are done with all of the pre-race shenanigans, and we can move on to the next race. So our journal ticked up a couple things. So I guess completing the challenges are like getting the top tier, the far right thing, which am I close to any of them? Doesn't look like. I mean, here I'm 27 of 50. Up here I'm 50 of 100 on successful whips, so still pretty far away. And then we'll go to the skill tree and start knocking some of this stuff out. We've got 11 skill points to use. Keep doing that. All right, so we got 5 left. Let's go back to the beginning here with cornering and start leveling some of that stuff up. So we're upgrading our abilities quite well here. And we are off to the first race weekend of the year, Tampa, Raymond James Stadium. Round 1 of 9 of the 250 East career. So again, I don't know why they call this, I guess just because you are a Supercross rookie. So that's why it's called the rookie division. You go from futures to rookie. But I would have called it futures to like 250 Pro or something like that, just to fit the actual realistic narrative a little bit better. So bike setup changes there. And starting way on the outside. Here we go. First 250 main event of the year. Not the best start. Try to swoop in here through the outside. Oh my gosh, Joe Shimoda going deep. There's Chase Sexton. Not a bad start. Oh, just absolutely destroyed RJ Hampshire, and we are already in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, got to worry about Pierce Brown coming up behind, though. Taking Bobby J's Yamaha to the top, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Triple on here. Man, that is hard on these 250Fs. I might resort to not tripling on there for the rest of the race. Look back over our shoulder and see how close it was. So Tampa is a track that I'm very familiar with because we did the Influencer Showdown on it. So I feel like it's going to probably be easy to beat these guys just because I know how the track rides. But it is on realistic difficulty. I don't know what more to say about that. Like, it's not like I, nerfed them or anything like that. They are the hardest challengers that they can be. So the sand section, I want to talk about this because I think this is the first time we've had a sand section in career mode. Sand section this year, to me, very, very good. I feel like the sand actually does slow you down. Obviously speaking, I wish that the ruts mattered in the sand a little bit more, but it feels like each sand section on the tracks actually are significant crutches in slowing you down. Man, I was just brutal through that rhythm section. It's going to cost me a lot of time. Enzo Lopes and Pierce Brown are going to try to run me down. But back to the sand, yeah, I feel like the sand actually does kind of slow you down quite significantly. It drags you through it a little bit. You still have like the whoops glitch where you can pretty much just kind of wheelie through the whoop section. We are making some good progress here. Moving right along out front. Big lead. Might be one of those things where after a little bit I start doing the Head Start Championship which is a pretty common thing from YouTubers because, I don't know, we get picked on that we suck at the games and then we race the games and actually just kind of smoke everybody all the time. So then we have to resort to doing head start championships because the AI is not as competitive in some arenas. Like, it doesn't seem like the AI is very good on this track specifically. I feel like the AI is very good on a couple other tracks. Oakland, definitely AI is pretty good there. St. Louis, I feel like I've had some problems winning races there. A couple other tracks for sure. But here it seems like they either just don't have the moves dialed or something like that. Little gripe here. I'm not going to try to complain about like this that much. I feel like you get a little bit too dirty in this game. You know, it's Supercross. It's a dirty sport, but I'm leading the race. Like, I guess maybe the sand, like you'd get a little bit of sand up your back by like coming into this corner, burying it in the sand. So real life, you'd get some sand on your back, but I feel like my entire, like, it looks like I sat down in a sandy puddle. And I'm leading the race. Like, I don't know. Let's see if I look back. Yeah, the front fender and number plate also very, very dirty. Whereas, like, I don't know, I'm leading the race. I'm not even getting roosted on or anything like that. And then it looks kind of like that. Man, big gap. So yeah, maybe I'll just have to figure out what tracks the AI are very good at and what tracks they are not good at. Because right now this is kind of an easy race. I guess what I should do, let's see, race options. Yeah, difficulty realistic. Yeah, I thought I had turned them down at one point to very easy just to do this video that I was making, but I thought I turned them back up, and clearly I did still in career mode. They're on realistic difficulty, but I'm not even on like a top-of-the-line factory bike. I'm on this Bobby J Yamaha, which, I mean, it's probably a good bike. It's a Yamaha and all that, but still kind of making it look easy. And you know what's funny, and we'll have to see how this works, but, you know, like I tried to contract negotiate to get on Star before this championship started, and they said no. Real life, like realistically speaking, like if I won Supercross Futures, there's going to be more teams that would like kind of be beating the door down, even though I think that they probably shouldn't. Like, I don't think Supercross Futures is that important, but all the guys that are winning the Supercross Futures in real life are like your top level amateur riders. Like, you know, they are the Nate Thrashers and Jarrett Fries and you know, guys like that of the world that are moving up to the big bikes and going to be on like high level factory teams. So while I think that it's cool that it makes you start off on lower level teams, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Just like comparing it to the real life situation there, you would definitely be on like a factory team full blown if you won Futures like as significantly as I did, I guess. So just pointing something out there, just a little something to say. But I do like that they included Futures in the game because it's like a precursor to the actual Pro Series now, which, you know, it'd still be nice if they had like maybe super minis or like a little younger part of your career or something like that. But it's expansion. It is a little bit more expansion. I talked to Federico from Milestone this morning, and they talked about, you know, putting their attention more into the career mode and making it a little bit more extensive this year. So there's that, and then you know, like I think that you know, you look at like NBA 2K, for example, and they like force you to start your career mode by going to college. And that's kind of the same thing in this game. Like, it's not like you start off as a kid and you're just playing basketball at the schoolyard or something. Like, the beginning of NBA 2K is like, oh, you had a good high school year, and what college are you going to go to? Oh, you're going to go play for this college, and then you do like an hour of storyline at going to that college and playing a few games. And then you get drafted into the NFL. So maybe it's a little bit like that in this game with like Supercross Futures and doing did I say drafted in the NFL? Drafted into the NBA, I should say, on an NBA team. But like with Supercross Futures in this game, it's kind of like, yeah, you went to Futures, let's see how well you did, and let's see what teams offer you a contract or what teams you can try to counter with to get a contract offer out of. So I don't know, I like that little bit more expansive career side of it. And we take the Bobby J Yamaha to the top, baby, as we win Tampa. Nice. All right, we will continue on here. Getting those prestige points. And who did we beat? Joe Shimoda and Kyle Peters.
A Monster Energy
There's KP, there's Joe. And there I am on the top. So now we got the red plates. Got the daddy plates on. All right. So rider, journal, knocked a couple more things out in the journal, it seems like. Added some more ability points so we can now go to our second level of cornering and knock that out. And let's go back and let's flip it around this time. Let's do the event first and then training second. Whip master. The crowd knows your skills of performing whip. So here we go again. And if I remember right, the track I'm about to do does not have very many big jumps to do whips on. So this should be interesting. And I don't know how much time we have, but let's try. No red plates on the Bobby J Yamaha just yet. Okay, so this is going to be confusing because honestly, like, it tells me I do whips all the time during race scenarios, but like that's just like little flicks here and there. So I was trying to see like if I do that, that doesn't count as a whip, even though when I was playing the game and actually competing in the race series, that was counted as a whip. I mean, straight up, I don't think I'm gonna, like, that's called a scrub. But yeah, I don't know. It is so hard to figure out what they determine to be a whip in this game and like what actually works and stuff like that. Like that's apparently not a whip, even though some of the things I was doing before was counted as a whip. That's gonna be a scrub again. Ah, this is hard, dude. There we go. There's a whip, and it counts. But that does not count as a whip. Ah, so difficult. All right, over the finish line jump. Tried to throw a whip, didn't work. These jumps are absolutely minuscule on this track too. So good luck trying to get a whip off. And yeah, I mean, I'm toast. I'm not gonna complete this event. That's okay. I don't feel like I need to. That's the whole point of like career mode, right? It's like you have some wins, some loses. I can't believe the only whip I did the whole time though was off of that stupid little double, and all the other things that I'm throwing that look like whips are not counted as whips. So we didn't achieve anything. Not a fan of that challenge. I think that's something they shouldn't include in this game because let's be honest, the whips do suck in this game. So I feel like you gotta try to, I don't know, in my opinion, include challenges that cater to the physics a little bit better, like some turning challenges or high speed challenges or I don't know, stuff like that, you know? All right, another one of these start things. Why is it in auto transmission now? Okay. It just like magically shifted to auto transmission. What the heck? Change training. So we did the lightning. Now we'll do the showman. Showman. Blinded by the lights. All right, so this is the scrub or whip thing. Woo, big time air. There we go. That was a nice whip. I think that was pretty good. Got 3 points for that. Too high. Got the yellow, I think, there. That's all right. We still got 2 stars out of that one. I'll take it. Moving along. And onto the snake. Forget what this one is. Is this the one where we pass the most amount of people? No, cross the largest possible number of gates before your time runs out. Okay, so I did that before. And for some reason didn't get very many points for it. But now we've got a mixture of gate colors here. And this is a lot more gates. All right, there we go. Okay, sweet. So that time I actually did get all the gates right. Did I miss a gate before and I'm just like blind or something? I don't get it. Because before I thought I was doing well on that other one and got through all the gates and did it in a very quick and reasonable time. And then it was like, oh no, you didn't actually pass. I'm like, huh? What? Makes no sense. So knock that out and we're heading back to the career menu. We'll upgrade a couple of the skill points and then go on to the second round, which will be the last thing that we do today. So we got 10 points to use, so we'll knock out some physical resistance. Oh, wait. So this is reduces abilities penalty during an injury. I can't English. So, okay, so that doesn't make any sense. Reduces abilities penalty during an injury. So you can get injured, straight up. Interesting. Allow for cleaner scrubs. Obviously, we know how this works. Braking says braking power by control increases the whip execution speed. And then cornering. Wow, so I wish that we had more information. Like, what kind of injuries can you get? Which I don't think we're going to know unless we actually get injured, but whatever. Okay, so go to the weekend, Att Stadium. So another track we've already done. I was trying to do I wanted to do some races on tracks that we haven't done yet. So we have to do this one, then we have to do Atlanta will be the next race after this, then Daytona. So Atlanta and Daytona will be in our next career mode video. And he gets can select besides this one out here. Looks like I'm stuck to this one. Bike setup, we'll change that. Confirm.
The 30-second board is up.
And I'm not going to do head start here in this one just because I'm just trying to get a feel for like what tracks need it and what tracks don't. We do got the red plates on. It's a points leader. Oh, taking some riders out. Oh, almost slid out there. So we'll go double through here, which actually isn't that much slower than the lines that those guys are taking. So let's see, how difficult are these guys going to be? We're already on Marchbanks for the lead. Up the inside, double, triple. Are they going to triple in here? Doesn't seem like it, so we'll go over table, step on, step off. And already got a nice, comfortable gap out front, kind of, so. And then these guys are not going to be as good in the whoops. I remember, yeah, Marchbanks just went down in the whoops, actually, so. We are out of here. Though the race does seem shorter. Oh, that's because it's a Triple Crown. That's right. So we're doing Triple Crown races. And this is actually going to give us a chance to look and see if the bug that I've seen is happening for some people is still in the game. I've heard that some people will get a perfect score in a Triple Crown and then still get last place points. So I wonder if that is going to bite me in this one. We'll see. Double, triple here. Triple in. Oh, just barely. Then on a 450, you can quad onto that table. Step off and then triple into the corner. Definitely the hot line there. But on a 250, a little bit more challenging. So, hey, now I get a chance to see. So on this track, seems like I'm fairly easily beating these guys. How about the second race? I just let them all go and see if I can pass them all. And if I do that, then I'll give them like a 5-second head start at the end or something like that, or you know, based on whatever it is that I do. But make it a little bit more interesting, not just straight up beating them consistently like this. Because we are definitely in a little bit of cruise control up front. Who's down up here? Got the yellow flags waving on the side of the track. Or is it just another typical AMA flagger? I think it might be your resident typical AMA flagger. Just waving a flag at nothing on the side of the track. Triple in! Up, landed on the tough blocks. Little sketchy there, but that's okay. Step on, step off, triple into the corner. Get on top of the hoopties and carry your speed throughout. U-turn and speed all the way back down the start straight here into this corner. And we are cruising along. So even though I made a big mistake in that rhythm section, I still almost beat my best time on this track. On a 250 at least. On off triple here. Time has now expired, so 2 laps to go right now. We'll get the white flag next time by. So you want to triple to out here and then land kind of turning and then try to triple in, but kind of slid out through the corners, so I should have easily been able to see that coming. Whoop, slid out a little bit. Still got MX bikes in my head a little bit here. MX bikes, the best way to go through a corner is to opposite lean. So your rider will kind of lean to the outside and push the bike down into the ground a little bit more. And you can do that in this game as well, but then it starts initiating a scrub if you hold it for a little bit too long, which is what I just did in that corner. So over the finish line jump, one more lap to go here. Nope. It just ended up upside down. Yeah, so we'll let the whole field go in this second race and see what happens. Nice, got the triple in right there. But again, so hard to carry speed after that. These 250Fs sap to the power a little bit. Wasn't a complete slaughtering, although I did crash a couple times, so it seems like might actually be kind of a fun challenge to have to try to ride through the field. But maybe it just happens a little bit too quickly. And by let them all go on the start, what I'm going to do is wait until pretty much they're all the way through the first corner before I start trying to pass people. Knack over the finish. Woohoo!
First of 3 main events is in the books. Here's a look at how they crossed over the finish.
All right, so main event 1 done. Oh, and look, we reached level 25, so we unlocked the bronze helmet. Man, 105,000 seats at AT&T Stadium. That's nuts. All right, so we get to pick our gate this time. Let's go where the tough blocks don't lead us into the middle of the track. And I want to see. All right, so we got that already. I want to see if I can get almost a whole shot into the first corner, and then I'll let everybody go, starting between Sexton and Shimoda. No, dude, they get out of the gate like significantly better. All right, so let's let the whole field go through this first turn here. Everybody taking their sweet time, and now let's start trying to pass some people. Everybody double singles here, so you just go outside. And this is already looking way too easy because they're not taking like preferred lines and they're casing a lot of jumps. But hey, you know what? Maybe the 250 class this year, they like really nerfed it so that as you progress through career, the 250 class isn't that challenging. And then the 450 class is where it's really difficult. Maybe that's what they did. All right, let's just let's not hold them on a stake just yet. And then again, yeah, the whoops. Any track with like a long set of whoops in this game, so easy to just destroy the AI because the AI hits the whoops kind of like how you should hit whoops. But then obviously you can kind of just wheelie through the whoops. And I don't know what's happening right now. Current Thurman's in the lead. My mind has exploded. And before the first lap is even done, I've already led the race. So that was easy. So I guess what, 10-second head start next time? See if we can still catch and pass them maybe when everybody's a little bit more spread out. Because that was way too easy. That was ridiculous. Again, I think it's a little bit attributed to a long set of whoops because the AI doesn't know how to hit whoops like we know how to hit whoops. By the way, for those that are like going to ask or maybe wonder, what I'm doing is just like clicking into a high gear and then basically just kind of like leaning back on each whoop with both sticks. Like I might do a tutorial on how to do it because once you figure it out, dude, it's ridiculous how fast you go in the whoops. You're just basically like riding on a straightaway when you're going down the whoops instead. So 53, 53.9, first lap in the 53s for me. But that was a pretty clean lap. Kind of messed up the long rhythm a little bit, but everything else is pretty much mostly clean. Landing on a tough block and going down, that's not going to be ideal. Triple in. Oh, a little short again. This is going to be a rough rhythm section now. Ah, we're good. We are good. Just blowing through those whoops too. Dang, I should have waited a little bit longer, huh? 5 seconds on the clock? Darn. I think they're less than 5 seconds behind me, so they would have passed me anyway. Well, maybe not. Yeah, time ended and they just went over the finish line, so maybe I should have just waited. That's all right. We're good. We can do an extra couple laps. Calm down, people. Getting so upset in the chat or in the comments right now going like, oh, why didn't you wait, dude? I was so sick and tired of watching you at this point. Gosh. Step on, step off. Table over single. A little short. Triple out. A little short there. Get on that rear wheel and just ride through the whoops. Now we're going to get the white flag. No flagger in the flag stand waving the white flag, though. It's just an empty scoring tower. Got the yellow flaggers on the side of the track. No white flagger, though, in the scoring tower. Which means there's probably no guy holding the checkered flag, too, or maybe there is. I don't know. Actually, don't quite remember. Man, we are cruising right along, and the game is already like significantly better feeling when your upgrades start taking effect. I mean, like we're already almost to the pro level upgrades on everything. So, and honestly, like at this point, it seems like I'll accrue enough skill points to just buy all the pro level upgrades by the time I get to the pro ranks anyways. So it seems like it's not all that difficult. As we take another win, throw another knack.
Here are the points after the conclusion of this main event.
It's only
Next session, main 3.
Last main event that we will be able to know with certainty who will climb onto
Yeah,
the
so look, here we go. I have the glitch as well. I've gone 1-1 for 2 points, but it puts me dead last. Wow, so that is 100% a glitch, and now I'm not going to have the points lead after this unless... Maybe this last race, if I don't win, it'll glitch me into being in the right spot. I don't know. That's funky to me. All right, so still get to pick gate first, but obviously interesting. Okay. All right, we're going to let him go 10 seconds. So we'll wait till 10 seconds have gone off the timer after the gate goes down. Boom, there we go. So at 250 we'll go. We're already to the point of the gameplay where we're doing a head start championship, and we are off. So waited 10 seconds. We'll see. Oh, tough blocks already in the first corner. We'll see how difficult or hard it's going to be to win this race from here. At this point, it doesn't really even matter because it seems like I'm going to get scored last anyway. So over the triple. RJ Hampshire. Wow, how did he just floated from one jump to the next out of like some weird boost or something. That was a little bit interesting. Yeah, he just did it again. Like, it's like he just like sped up in midair. That was so weird. All right, so this is clearly going to be maybe a little bit more tougher to pass them one by one instead of like in bulk chunks, which I was doing before, but it already seems like I'm catching the group pretty well here, so maybe not going to be too difficult. They don't do the good line right there, and they're not as good in the whoops, so it's like easy to see where you gain like a lot of time on them. And then here, this section, none of them seem like they're that good at, although I just kind of blew it right there as well. Seems like a lot of guys are struggling through that section though. So we're making good progress. We're up to 15th. Definitely going to be a more of a challenge now that everybody is kind of spread out. Man, Joey Crown all over the track in front of me here. All right, so this is where I basically just pass everybody back in 5th gear and just wheelie through the whoops. Oh, Josh Hill down hard. Around the outside, up the inside of Moreau for 10th. Just get up onto this plateau, jump off, and gain so much time up to the finish line. Kind of ridiculous how that line works out, to be honest with you. Step on, step off. Stay low here, I guess, because I didn't quite get the line clean. We're making good progress, though. On our way to the front, already up to 7th. Going up the inside for 6th. Go over table, then step on, step off. Jordan Smith did not get the line very clean, so we'll pass him. And then get all these guys coming up the whoops, I guess. Oh, Curran Thurman just exploded in the middle of the whoops. Now we got to run down Colt Nichols. And will time expire before these guys get to the flag? Nope, they actually went faster this time by, so they're 3 seconds faster than they were before because time had expired when we were competing against them before. And man, these guys are making it a little bit of a challenge, but here we go up the inside for 2nd. Now we got to run down old Garrett Marchbanks for the race lead. And so far, I mean, this has definitely been more entertaining, hopefully, to have to run through the field like this. But definitely not as much of a challenge as it probably should be to come from dead last to win in a short main event on realistic difficulty. Like, dead last to win in a full-blown main event, maybe? But this is happening too fast. Well, actually, now that I've gotten up here, it seems like Marchbanks has turned on the afterburners a little bit. He's kind of opened up a bit of a gap. White flag in the air, so can I run down Marchbanks and win this one? This is where I'll probably catch a lot of time right here because these guys are not very good through this first section. But wow, he went on off triple. There's actually going to be a bit of a battle to the flag. Over this triple. Up the inside and right into the lead, but then I OJ'd that, so he's going to fight right back up the inside here. There's a battle to the finish. Different options all the way throughout the rhythm lane, and then, of course, the whoops will be the difference maker. It's like not even fair. They just cannot do the same thing that we're doing in the whoops. Which, I mean, I guess they shouldn't because it's not realistic, so I get that, but also does suck a little bit. All right, so we did a 10-second head start, came from dead last, and took the win in a shortened, short Triple Crown main event. A little too easy, not going to lie. All right, so that's going to do it for us because I want to get the replay to get a thumbnail for this video. But thanks, guys, for watching, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Come back for some more content, as always, as we continue on with our career mode in Monster Energy Supercross for the official video game. So we'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now.